Oh, hey guys, it's Prentis here. Just doing a video today about humility. Once again, do it a lot. So in my fevered imagination, I sometimes I've said I feel like I'm in a spiritual battle. So on my camp is over here, and but sometimes I like to imagine myself going over. I'm like a secret agent in the other camp, and pretty much the entire world is pretty much, well, not the entire world, but a lot of the world is in the other camp. Most of these people, almost all of them, don't think they're anywhere near a spiritual battle, but like this. Anyway, so I am, I'm now the good thing about being a secret agent. My thing is I have a cloak of invisibility which goes over me, and that's provided by humility, and that's because the demons can't see you if they're really I mean they're looking for people like looking for trouble. But if you're really humble, you like it reduces like pride really stands out. If you're really humble, like you pretty much can't be seen. Like no one knows you're there. But anyway, that's my little thing. So I think I imagine myself having a trench coat and like trying to sell little you know um contraband items that for sale, like and they're all fruits of the rosary of the joyful mysteries. So the first one is humility, which I'll talk about. Next one is charity, or charipure, as they call it, because it's charity and purity are just so linked together. And third is poverty, and number 4 is obedience, and number 5 is piety or praise. And so I think if all 5 of these things were used a lot more, I think it would really change the world. So yeah, that's why I'm selling them. So yeah, humility. So we'll do that today. So why do I think it's good? Like I know it helps with the spiritual life, right? You've probably heard me talk about that. So I don't focus on that because I'm kind of in the on the other side where people really don't don't have faith, or they see anyone who's Christian as like kind of Looney Tunes or whatever. So I focus on humility, like why it's good for the world that we're living in right now. So humility is good for everything. Like, it's just, uh, like, it should be totally taught in schools. Like, this is, like, it makes everything better. Like, no joke. It will make all of your relationships better. Like, whether they're romantic or whether they're, friends or, what, like, because humility is opposite to pride. And it, pride, pride doesn't understand, like, the devil does not understand humility. Like, it freaks him out because he knows that humility is kind of just the weapon that is just going to, that just totally undermines him. So yeah, it makes everything better, like all your relationships, because like when you don't have any pride, and you're down to earth, which is what humility means, right? It's comes from the word hamas, which is the Greek word for soil. So if you're humble, that means you're just down to earth, and people love that. It makes you authentic, and people like it. It kind of sparkles, like people just, they're drawn to it, and it affects all your interactions with everyone. And yeah, so, and it will change your career. It will change your career. It'll change, like, every project you're working on. Just think, just just remove all the all the pride, and you need knowledge, right? But you don't need to think, oh, I know exactly what I'm doing because I went to university, and so I learned all this stuff, and so I'm gonna teach everyone else now. No, so you just, when you're humble, like, you realize that you don't know anything, and that's why you, for example, you respect your elders. You yeah, I'll talk about that more later. But it's like, I just don't know, and it will help with the world. Like, the world is crazy. Like, everyone's walking on eggshells because they're afraid they're gonna offend whatever group, and there's, politics flying all over the place, and people are yeah, and just I hate to be a Debbie Downer, but it's not gonna get better, guys. It's just not. We're in a really bad place now, and this is gonna keep getting worse. And like, wow, just yeah, so, anyway, so humility helps you deal with all the problems that are like, how should I react? What should I do? Well, like, humility goes first, right? And, yeah, and that will give you a whole bunch of peace, and that's the most important thing. And, yeah, so that's all I'm gonna say about that. So, okay, and, yeah, I'll see you guys, tomorrow, and I'll be selling something else. Okay, thanks, guys. Bye.